Yeah, we're getting really close. It's if you start out at the Imperial Outpost, you've got 4 roads right here. You want this bottom road, and it's gonna take us all the way there. And again on the map you can see the road that we're following right here. And once you've made it all the way to the back, there's a building right here. You're just going to pass that and look for this drainage pipe. Just hop on top. Just continue working your way up. Once you get up there, just take a right. And I like to turn off sprint. You don't have to, but I like to turn it off. Give me a little bit more control. And we want to get on top of this pipe right here. Jump over it onto the next lip. And catch this lip right here. Just work your way all the way around. Once you make it to this fence, there's an opening that you want to go through. There's an opening in the fence right here, just to hop right through that. And your Datacron is right back here somewhere. There it is. And there's one of them. Let's knock these guys. Whoa! Family of 3. And that is right outside the palace. Okay, so this is the Hutt neutrality. And if you start out the spaceports down here, you'll need to go to the speeder, the Imperial Way Station speeder. And it's this second to bottom road. Follow that all the way into the palace, up to the palace, not inside. And it's actually right on the outside of the palace. There's your walkway that you would come up. And again, that's Hutt neutrality. There's another lore object right there, the 3 families. So if you were at the Imperial Way Station speeder, just follow the road, and you want this road, which goes to the palace. Once you get inside the palace, we're right here, right at the entrance. And there is your lore object, the 3 families. Even though you're on the ground, you can still get it. Okay, so on the map, if you go to the way station, there's a road right here going east and west. And it's right in front of us, right underneath this bridge. And that is the Quake lore object. Alright, let's go ahead and mount up. And what is this guy? I think we've already got this, but let's go ahead and make sure. No, we didn't. That is the Titan Prowler. Savage Trenton Prowler, actually, is what we killed. And he was right underneath the bridge. So on the map, if you're at the Imperial Outpost, there's a road right here going east and west. Just follow that. Continue down south. And there's another road, kind of hard to see, and it goes in between a kind of a wall. So you'll run in right through here. There's a little bitty bridge right here. You'll cross that. That's the bridge that I crossed. And you're looking for this big old long, kind of like a castle pillar. Actually looks like it's a smokestack of sorts. And right on top of that smokestack is Discovering Quesh Venom Lore Object. Or I'm sorry, on the bottom of it. Discovering Quesh. Alright, so if you open up your map, start the Imperial Outpost, work your way down south till you get to this road, and you want to go east. Follow it south and come all the way down to where we're at right now. What you're looking for is this big opening right here in the wall. And we're not actually going to go through it. We're going to turn right before we get there and follow this pathway. Just hop on this wall right here. And go above this tree. Hop on this wall. And we're going to go around this tree. Don't try to go over it. I've already tried to do that and had to redo this one actually because I got stuck right in the middle of the tree. So go on the outside of it. And go on the outside of this rock. This is a real easy Datacron to get. What we're looking for is this big tree, and just to the right of that big tree is an opening in the wall. I'm going to go right through this opening. Just keep following the wall all the way around and then jump up on this wall. And you're pretty much there. Datacron is right on this hill. There it is. This Datacron requires 2 people. If you start out at the Imperial Way Station speeder, head south and then east, you'll find a cave that you need to go into. So while we're waiting on our group member, I thought I'd show that off. Okay, we finally got somebody here that's going to help us out. He is on his way, so it may be just a minute. Oh, and somebody else showed up as well. I'm going to wait for our group member because he's the actual one that said he was coming to help. And he is almost here. That is Imi Kalgawa. Sorry if I mispronounced your name there. He's waving at me wanting me to go, but you know, this guy joined my group. I don't want to leave him behind. I would feel bad. I kind of feel bad as it is. I can't type and chat very often. And there he is. Cool. Thought I'd go ahead and speed up the footage since all we're trying to do is get inside the cave here to where the Datacron's at, and then I'll slow her back down. But as we're traveling through here, I'll go ahead and mention that I do have a group member. Her name is Emy, E-M-Y. And there's also somebody else here that's not in our group, so I was thinking that probably all 3 of us probably knew what we were doing. And you're going to find something funny happen here in just a few minutes. My group member's inside now. And just waiting on the 3rd guy to show up just to make sure he gets the Datacron. And once I realize that all 3 of us are in here, you can see I'm trying to fiddle with the button and I'm trying to make sure that all 3 of us get it at the same time, but the UI was getting in my way and the camera kept snapping back. So it was giving me a little bit of problems, but once I realized that my group member and the other guy were in there, I was like, you know what, they can help me out later. I'll just I'll step outside here and I'll hit the button for them and hopefully they'll do it for me later. And yeah, that didn't work out too well. My group member, and this is where I realized she didn't know to hit the button on the inside. So, unfortunately, the guy on the inside is about to die from gas, and that was unintentional. And like I said, I was hoping that my group member knew what to do, but it turns out this was her first time, so did not realize that. So what you're going to see is you're going to see him die from the gas right now. He can't get out, and I was fiddling with the chat panel trying to converse with my group member as well as trying to change the chat channel over to say so that I could converse with him. The problem is I cannot talk in general chat due to being a free player. You're limited to only being able to chat every so often. So he is unavoidably about to die here, and there's nothing that I can do. So I was trying to tell him that as soon as the door opens up, that I would come in there, you know, and we'd get it fixed. And you can see me here. I'm trying to res him, but it says I have a line of sight because the door is in the way. But tell you what, as soon as he resed, I tried to invite him back into the group, and I accidentally put him on ignore, actually, and that was an accident. I was trying to invite him back in the group so that he would know where we were at, but that didn't work out too well. He declined my invite, so I was sitting here explaining to my group member how things work. And I'll go over it with you guys as well. I was telling her that she needs to sit here and mash this button at the exact same time that I'm against the other pillar mashing the other button. I don't think she caught on real well. My typing was pretty bad. I was doing the best I could. I'm terrible at it. I'm better at explaining through vocal. So anyways, as I'm sitting there typing all this and explaining it all to her, I run out the door hoping that she caught on, and I think she had a pretty good idea, but I don't think she caught on totally. But we do manage to get it done, and you're fixing to see that here in just a second. I'll go ahead and speed this part up. And once I was pretty sure that we got everything straightened out again, I came back here and I was having problems with the button. Yeah, the UI, it was in the way, and like I said, the camera kept smacking me in the back. So I did get her here in about another 2 or 3 seconds. Finally get this button hit. Okay, right there. And then I run over to my panel, and she's already hitting her button. I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna work. So I frantically come over here and I just keep spamming the button. Hopefully, eventually we get it off at the exact same time. It's kind of hard to do because you have to. Right there, we finally got it. You have to do it at the exact same time in order to get this particular door open. And once the door is open, the gas is clear. And here I'm just trying to explain to her that where the Datacron's at. She didn't realize that it was already open. So yeah, we finally get the Datacron. So I was excited about that. That was a mess. And I feel bad. I can't remember the guy's name that was in here that we accidentally got killed. Like I said, I didn't know that my group member at the time did not realize how the system worked. I should have asked them before we even started. But that other guy, he never said anything in chat, so I'm not sure. He was probably upset, or he might have. You know, I didn't even look. It's possible he could have been a Republic. I don't know. But yeah, here's the Datacron. And I'll leave you guys with that.